Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host. Dysfunctional world.
I'm your boy Said, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
Screaming, let's talk.
What we talking about today? What's on the menu?
Good choice of words. I'll take an order of career Kool-Aid.
On the rocks?
Nah.
Nah.
Shaken, not stirred.
Ah.
Yeah, all that.
Take that. Career Kool-Aid, y'all. Career Kool-Aid. Get familiar with that term. You're going to start hearing a lot of people use it. You're already starting to hear certain political pundits use that term and stuff like that. So you're going to start hearing it more and more and more. Career Kool-Aid applies to women. Yes.
Wow, what an interesting topic.
This is a term that they put on women.
Why?
Because the modern day woman chooses her career over her relationship, a family, kids, most things, you know what I'm saying, that would take time away from her climbing that ladder. That corporate ladder, if it, even if it's not corporate, just a business ladder, period. So they would say that she is sipping the career Kool-Aid.
You want a family? Nah, just give me some more career Kool-Aid.
Give me 4 more hours.
You don't want no kids? Nah, just give me 2 more glasses of career Kool-Aid.
That's right. Flirt. Let me get that.
So why do you think these women are possessed to chase Kool-Aid, career Kool-Aid?
Feminism, society, demasculization of men. I mean, it's so many things that got them.
Is it easier than one single lifestyle?
I think it's lonelier. Or excuse me.
You know what? I don't think it's lonelier because I think a lot of these women have convinced themselves
that they better alone.
that they're not lonely.
They have, and I know people who gonna watch this video. They're gonna be like, "Well, they not lonely." Yeah. Okay, yeah, whatever. So I guess it's like for them 1-800 rent a dick.
You know, I wondered about that.
Or what they got a boy toy. I mean, like for real.
I mean, I think all people have needs, but it seems that these career Kool-Aid sippers don't have the typical need.
I guess not. All they concerned with is climbing that ladder. And we ain't talking about just being successful, y'all. That's not, we talking about career. Because they've been successful.
But is it really a career? Because most people have jobs.
Yes.
Very few people have things that they can retire from.
Right. That's true. And you're right about that. So, but, it applies across the board, right? Like, they're not differentiating between career, job, or whatever. Okay. It's just for those, because you have some people who may be, let's make up something, a dental hygienist assistant. And they chasing that goal of being a dental hygienist. No longer the assistant, right? And they put in all their time, effort, and energy to chase this goal, but in doing that, they forego putting any energy into a relationship to make it more than just a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like having kids and stuff like that, or moving in together and blah, 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 because they've been told, well, make sure you establish yourself just in case that man run out on you.
But is that parachute really, like, are you really high enough to pull that motherfucker?
Ooh, good point.
Because,
how you said that.
If you jump out of a plane...
You got to be a certain feet for your parachute to be effective.
And if it's not, then you just fall anyway.
You just falling. I like that one, bro. I like that one. Annie, clip that when you see this. But that was a good one for real. But yeah. And the reason why, because I watched the whole initial video. It's like literally y'all like a 7-part series or something like that. So anyway, and I'm not finished watching all of it, but they just talking about how it doesn't apply to men because men do that anyway. Men work those hours anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's almost expected for men to be away from the family because he's working, I'm saying. And I'm talking about legit, y'all. I ain't talking about no cheating or none of that, but just legit. It's almost expected for that. But now, once they talking about how all these women are now way more hyper masculine, I guess you would say, you know what I'm saying, that they are working the same type of hours. They are career driven and career tunnel vision, that's the best way to say it. Yeah. All that matters, like I said, is them climbing the ladder. climbing the ladder.
Or achieving more money.
And they don't even, and like I said, y'all, this is according to the research and stuff that they did in this video. So I'm giving y'all secondhand information. And also it's coming from women as well, because they had older women on this documentary who was saying, hey, I was 55, I'm the vice president of my company and stuff like that, and I'm lonely as hell. I didn't see this when I was 30. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that having a family, I thought that having a relationship would block me or hinder me from climbing this ladder. But now that I'm here and I make the money, I go home to a big ass, quote, you can quote this one right here, big ass empty house is what she said. Please quote that.
She's not a dog mom?
No, and she has no pets. She has no pets. This woman said she has 0 pets, but she said every day she go home alone to a big ass house. That's what she said, because she's 55 and she's the vice president of a Fortune 500 company. But she don't have a spouse. She don't have kids. She knows it's too late for her too. Her words, not mine. She knows it's too late for her to give natural birth. So if she do have kids now, she got to adopt. She said for her, that's not the same. So
okay,
she hit the wall, as Kevin Samuels would say.
all right. Let's expound on that.
Okay.
So ladies that are career driven, drink this Kool-Aid. A lot of them do feel that men, children, family is a distraction. But now in this distraction, all the money in the world can't make you unlonely.
That's right. That's right.
And like most women want up or equal. So if you're a Fortune 500
Vice president.
there's not many single men that are vice presidents of a Fortune 500 company. And the ones that you will meet, he might be a 21 or 22-year-old, because it's like a business that blew up overnight.
Yeah, tech companies or something like that. Yeah.
And even he got a girl in the wing that's been waiting on him to slow down. So technically, there's no available men for her at her position, and she can't belittle herself and date men that are not on her standard. So that leaves her with no men to date.
800, learn this number, y'all. 880. 880 per state is the number of men that all women say they want, the men that meet your metrics. 880 men per state on average. Now, think about all the women in your state.
That many?
Now, we say that's a lot, right? Well, first, let me say this. It's on average.
Okay.
So, like, let's say here where we at, we ain't gonna say the state, but where we at in the South, it may only be 200.
Gotcha.
But because of the state right above us, it might be 1,200 up there. You see what I'm saying? So it averages out to 880 men
altogether
per state.
Okay.
Average number of 880 men per state that meet the standards that women want, right? But you are literally talking about, in some states, 10 million women. Because some cities have 20 million people, 30 million people in them, right? So if you get 5 million people that's going, 5 million women that's going after 880 men, spread across the state. Spread across their state.
And it can't even be the whole 880, because more than 50% of them are either married, 10% might be gay.
Right. And this is what we say. And then
50 is married, 10 is gay. That leaves 40%. 40% of 880 would be 200. No,
80. Yeah,
325.
Yeah.
325, roughly. Somewhere between 325 to 330.
Yeah, something like 360, something like that. But anyway, yeah, roughly in that ballpark. So, do it make sense now? And think about this: the state we in, right, might only be 200
million women
going after 880 men. That's it per state. And like I said before, the bigger states, Atlanta, South Carolina, Tennessee. I said Atlanta as a state. Excuse me. I meant the cities. Pardon me. The cities. That's what I meant. Atlanta, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know all the bigger cities. They have more. The smaller states like the one we in, we don't have 880. We have 200 and something. The state next to us, which is one of the poorest states in the country, have 200 and something.
Maybe one.
You see what I'm saying? No, I seen the actual stats,
Okay,
so that's what I'm saying.
okay.
So, but when you go to a California may have 2,000, 3,000. New York may have 3,000. But South Dakota might only have 100. Arizona might have, you see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but it averages out to 880 men,
Per-
qualified men, that's
per
6'6",
state.
y'all be talking about? Six
Per
pack, 6
state.
figures, and 6 feet. 880 men per state.
And you don't think some of them are already married?
And a lot of them are married. Like he gave y'all the number. So let's say y'all all fighting over, let's say half, 440 men.
No, not even half.
So let's say less than that. You see what I'm saying? So and this is spread across, it's not just 400 men in one spot. This is spread across your state.
From top to bottom.
That's crazy, y'all.
Left to right.
Right.
The
Exactly.
chances that you'll meet this individual,
It's slim to none.
you probably have a better chance of winning the lottery.
Or getting struck by lightning.
Twice.
Damn. So, yeah.
Let's be realistic, ladies. Let's be realistic. Maybe, for some of y'all, maybe, and we're not knocking the ones that it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you happy, being career driven, you don't want nobody to come home to one day, great.
So be it.
But to the ones that thought, I could do it later, we ain't waiting around later.
Mm-mm.
We ain't gonna be there later.
Right.
And when you get there, you won't have one of us that equals where you're at. So the best thing for ladies to do, to get one of us that are inclined to build the same dream that you want to dream, while we're equal or a little higher than you go up and you still have respect for him because he's still with you. Not get up and try to find your equal. He doesn't exist. He's not there.
Got a text coming in, my bad, y'all. We can get that in a sec. But yeah, y'all, so that's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the show for this evening. Be sure to drop a comment, hit the like button,
Subscribe, press the notification bell.
Notification bell.
Watch
All
us
of it.
every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern,
Live.
Central Time.
8 Eastern.
I'm your boy, Dysfunctional's World.
I'm your boy Said, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
Screaming Let's Talk.
We out of time till the next time.
Screaming Let's Talk. Peace.